Find yourself resting on the ground, supported by a blanket folded underneath the head and some pillows underneath your knees, or a bolster. Maybe cover yourself with a blanket and place a dry folded washcloth or kitchen towel over the eyes, allowing yourself to settle into the ground. Give yourself permission to let go. With each exhale, invite the back of the head, the back of the neck, the shoulders, making contact with the floor to settle in towards the ground. Relax the upper back, mid-back, lower back. Allow the right hip, right leg to soften into the floor. Left hip, left leg. Both of your arms, the whole spine, the whole body. The whole body settles into the ground. Giving yourself permission to let go of conscious thought. Letting yourself let go of anything that has happened before the moment you lay down. Letting yourself arrive here. Letting your awareness be fixed gently in the heart space. And if you notice your mind is wandering and your awareness is moving to parts of the body or up in your mind, listening to some interesting or anxious thoughts, I want to invite you to picture your conscious awareness getting into an elevator at the top of your head and traveling down that elevator through the face, through the neck, through the ribs, through the lungs, through the wall of the heart, and arriving into the center of the heart. In this space, we're going to plant our heartfelt intention, a seed that will take root during our Yoga Nidra practice, and maybe later, even when we are no longer in the middle of our practice. In this space, I'd like for you to first just gently observe. Allow yourself to notice the rise of your chest as you inhale, and notice the ribs and the chest descending towards the ground as you exhale. Do not try to control the breath, just simply observe. Observing the breathing in the heart space. Now you're going to drop a question into this space. You're very simply going to ask, what do I need? And to the best of your ability, observe what arises. Avoid answering this question with your mind and simply observe the heart space. Observe the breathing. Maybe ask this question again into the heart space. What do I need? And then allow yourself to notice any colors, words, feelings, sensations that arise. Maybe you see images in your mind. Let yourself simply observe anything that arises, letting your awareness be fixed in the heart space. All right, we're going to turn whatever it is you observed into either one word or a short phrase in the present tense and in the affirmative. So maybe your sentence is, I am safe, or I am filled with peace, or I have compassion for myself and others. Or maybe your word is peace, compassion, resilience, strength, whatever it might be. Allow your heartfelt intention to arrive. And then you're going to inhale your word or phrase into your heart as you take an inhale. And then you'll allow your exhale to soften the body as this word or phrase travels to every part of your body. Do this 3 times total. Inhaling your heartfelt intention into the heart space, feeling this intention fill the heart, and then exhale, allowing yourself to really feel and embody this word or phrase in every part of your body, as if this is something you already possess. Do this one more time. And when you've done that 3 times total, you can let that go and just rest back. Maybe meditating on sound, allowing all the sounds you hear to be softly and gently present within your awareness. You do not have to go towards those sounds. You do not have to name them. Allow those sounds to softly come to you. Allow all those sounds to be present so that they come together to create one sound that holds you like you are inside of a cocoon of sound, allowing your awareness to remain deep within your body and maybe even travel to the deeper layers of you. All right. We're going to circle our awareness to different parts of the body, inviting softness and relaxation into those places. I'm going to name individual body parts, and you are invited to repeat the name of those body parts quietly in your own mind, should you desire. You're also welcome to simply offer an invitation to soften the areas that I name as we circle our awareness to different points in the body. Starting with our right thumb on the right hand. Let your awareness be fully present with your right thumb on your right hand. You are invited to soften that thumb, or maybe visualize the thumb widening, maybe filling with cotton, or simply softening and melting into the floor. And now the second finger on the right hand, same thing. Noticing where it is in space, offering an invitation to soften the second finger on the right hand. And the third finger. Fourth finger. Pinky finger. Center of the palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, right elbow, shoulder, armpit, the right ribs, center of the right chest, right waist, hip, right thigh, knee, inside and outside, calf, ankle, center of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe, the whole right leg and hip, the whole right torso, ribs, waist, hip, the whole right shoulder, armpit, arm, hand, the whole right side of the body. Left thumb, the thumb on the left hand, softens, widens, melts into the supports underneath it. Second finger on the left hand, third finger, fourth finger, pinky finger, center of the palm of the left hand, back of the hand, left wrist, elbow, left shoulder, armpit, left ribs, the front of the left ribs, the center of the left ribs, left waist, left hip, thigh, knee, inside, outside the left knee, calf, ankle, center of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe, the whole left leg and foot, left leg, foot, hip, the whole left torso, left hip, the left shoulder, arm, hand, the whole left arm, hand, shoulder, the left side of the body, the left side of the body, the lower back, the pelvic bowl, the base of the spine, the mid-back, the upper back, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, the whole spine, the back of the head, the top of the head, the right temple, the left temple, the right eye, the left eye, the right cheek, the left cheek, the tip of the nose, the chin, the right jaw, the left jaw, the tongue, the whole tongue, the tip, the middle, the root of the tongue at the back of the throat, the whole body, the entire body, the whole body, from head to toe, fingers, toes. The whole body softens into the ground, widens, relaxes into the supports underneath it. Just let that go and meditate on sound once again. Inviting yourself to soften back into the supports underneath you. Noticing sounds far and away. Allowing all of those sounds to be gently present within your awareness. Allowing sound to cocoon you. Allowing sound to draw the awareness deep within the body. All right. I'd like for you now to draw your awareness to the space between your eyebrows. And in this space, we're going to imagine each time you inhale, your inhales travel through your nostrils up and meet at the point between your eyebrows, creating a triangle. And then as you exhale, the breath is going to travel, originating from that space between your eyebrows, out through the nostrils. So just observe this, cultivating this visualization. Inhaling, noticing the inhale entering through the nostrils and traveling up the sides of a triangle, meeting in the space between your eyebrows. Exhale, you visualize the breath traveling down either side of the triangle, exiting out through both nostrils. Maybe you add visualization, inhaling warming, supportive moonlight into the nostrils, inviting that moonlight to travel up the sides of the triangle, meeting in the center of the eyebrows. Maybe you visualize on your exhale, smoke traveling out the nostrils as the exhale comes down the sides of the triangle, letting this smoke represent you releasing all those things that do not serve you. So inhaling, visualizing this triangle. Exhaling, visualizing the triangle. Your inhales, maybe you also visualize moonlight entering in through the nostrils. Maybe you also visualize smoke exiting the nostrils as you exhale. And now the legs of the triangle begin to grow so that the base of the triangle rests in your right shoulder and your left shoulder. As you inhale, you visualize your inhale entering through both shoulders and meeting in the space between your eyebrows. As you exhale, the exhale originates from the space between your eyebrows and exits out both shoulders. Maybe you add the visualization of moonlight on the inhale and the smoke leaving the body through the shoulders on the exhale. And now the legs of the triangle begin to grow again, so that the base of the triangle rests in the right hip and the left hip. Inhaling, visualizing the inhale traveling from both hips up to meet in the space between your eyebrows. Exhales, travel from the space between your eyebrows, exiting out both hips. Maybe you add the visualization of moonlight on the inhale and smoke leaving the body on the exhale. Now the legs of the triangle expand to the palms of your hands. So if your arms are not resting by your sides, you can just imagine your arms are resting by your sides with the palms facing upward. And you can imagine the base of the triangle resting, the corners of it resting in both hands. You'll inhale, imagining your inhale entering through the palms of your hands, traveling up the sides of the triangle and meeting in the center of your eyebrows. And then visualizing as you exhale, the breath leaving the space between your eyebrows, traveling down the sides of the triangle and exiting out both palms of your hands. Maybe you add the visualization of moonlight on the inhale and of smoke on the exhale. And then the legs of the triangle begin to grow again, and they rest in the bottoms of your feet. The base of the triangle now rests in the feet. Each time you inhale, you visualize the inhale entering through the bottoms of your feet and traveling up the triangle to meet in the space between your eyebrows. Each time you exhale, visualize your exhale traveling from the space between your eyebrows, down the sides of the triangle and exiting out your feet. Maybe you add this visualization of moonlight on your inhale and smoke exiting the body on your exhale. And you can let that go now and just meditate on sound. Bring your awareness now back to the heart space, inviting yourself to softly observe the heart space. Just noticing what might be present within the heart space each time you inhale and each time you exhale. Not controlling the breath, trying to not attach to the things that you observe, but simply allowing your awareness to rest within this space at the center of your heart. And now I want you to visualize an image of yourself in deep meditation in your heart space. Allow yourself to see this visual of you in deep meditation, experiencing peace, contentment, joy. Maybe you see a whole visual of yourself on a beach or seated underneath a tree, seated in grass, maybe in a meditation room. Allow yourself to really build whatever the visual that begins to arise. See yourself in quiet meditation. experiencing bliss, experiencing peace. And just breathe. Breathe in the heart space, observing this visualization. You in quiet, deep meditation, experiencing bliss, experiencing peace. We're now going to let that go and maybe meditate on sound once more, or just rest back into awareness. I want you now to imagine your body getting very, very heavy, like your body is a rock sinking into the sediment at the bottom of a lake. Let the body get very, very heavy. And now I want you to visualize your whole body getting very light and floating towards the ceiling or the sky as if it is a feather being blown by the wind. Allow yourself to imagine the body getting heavy, very, very heavy. And now imagine the body getting very, very light. Imagine the body getting very heavy, very, very heavy. And now imagine the body getting very light, very, very light. Heavy, light. The body is heavy, the body is light. Heavy, light. Heavy, light. And then let that go and just rest back into awareness once again. Invite your awareness to rest in the heart space once again. Inviting yourself to simply observe what arises in this space. Breathing in this space, observing your inhales and your exhales within the heart space. Simply be in this space. Be in the heart space. Observe what arises in the heart space. Do your best not to attach to anything you observe. Simply allow the things that arrive to pass from one thing to the next, as if you are sitting on a park bench and watching clouds blow across the sky. Refrain from attaching to anything you observe and simply be in the heart space, breathing, noticing your breath. Now, each time you inhale, please visualize a warming, nurturing, bright light radiating from your heart space. Each time you exhale, that light gathers back into the heart space. As you inhale and exhale, your heart space pulses with this warming and supportive light, this bright light. Each time you inhale, it expands a little bit further so that eventually it encompasses the whole body each time you inhale. As this space pulses with this bright, warm, supportive light, it envelops the whole body. and then let that go. And now we'll visualize a screen just above the eyebrows. And I want you to softly and gently observe this space. I'm going to flicker through a series of images, and I want you to do your best not to attach to anything you observe, but simply watch the images or words or sensations that may arise as I roll through these images. A sunrise, children laughing, a tree in a forest, a bird flying across the sky, a bird's nest filled with hatching eggs, a view of the sun setting over the ocean, fireworks exploding in the sky, children playing on a playground, a puppy resting by a burning fireplace, a cat sleeping in a sunny windowsill, a field filled with grass blowing in the wind, stars twinkling in the sky, a full moon, a crescent moon, a dark night sky. You're invited now to let that go and draw your awareness once again towards the heart space, reminding yourself of your heartfelt intention, the seed you planted at the top of practice. On your inhale, I'd like for you to recite your word or phrase into your heart space. And then as you exhale, invite that word or phrase to travel to every part of your body, allowing yourself to really embody this intention. Do this 3 times total. Inhaling your intention into your heart. So maybe your intention was the word compassion or the phrase, I am filled with peace. And then on your exhale, allowing this word or phrase to ripple like a wave to every part of your body. After you've done this 3 times total, you can let that go and just rest back into awareness. Meditating on sound or softly observing your body, just laying here on the ground. We've arrived at the end of our practice. So take a moment to draw your awareness to your heart space and simply thank yourself for engaging in this Yoga Nidra practice. Thank yourself for taking the time to nurture yourself. The practice of Yoga Nidra is complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. We now begin to draw ourselves out of practice slowly. To begin, I invite you to draw a deeper breath into the body. Maybe you observe the air on your skin, maybe on the backs of your hands or on your cheeks. Maybe you find some small movements, little micro movements of the fingers and the toes, or gently rocking the hips side to side. Maybe you visualize the ceiling or whatever it is you saw before you closed your eyes, letting yourself slowly move out of the Nidra space into the rest of your day. Maybe you allow those movements to get bigger, maybe you draw the knees into the chest or stretch the body in opposite directions. Knowing that you need to really give yourself permission to be slow. Take your time to come out of practice. The slower we transition out of our Nidra practice into the rest of our day, the less likely we are to jar or startle the body. And we want to slowly encourage it to move towards the next thing. So maybe you linger in your stretch, or maybe you linger with your knees in your chest. Maybe you linger taking extra breaths, just laying down on the ground. Slowly move out of your Nidra practice. Slowly bring yourself towards seated and into the rest of your day. Or slide yourself into bed and allow yourself to drift off to sleep.